Hi, I am Julie Haake, and I am the principal of Twineco Elementary School in Collinsville, Illinois, and I am also a National PTA Principal Fellow. Twineco is part of a unit district in Collinsville. The unit district is pre-K through 12, but the Twineco building is kindergarten through fourth grade. We have approximately 220 students here. We do have Title I status. We have community eligibility for our lunch status, so 100% of our students do receive free breakfast and lunch at school. I've been the principal here for 20 plus years, and a lot of our staff are established and have been here for several years also. When I looked at National Standard 3 Support Student Success, I think what stood out to me was being able to partner with parents for students' academic success. Historically, I feel like we do a great job of welcoming families into our school. Our PTA does a lot of family fun activities. Teachers do a great job of sending home assessment scores, sending home newsletters of things that we're doing in the classroom. But I think the area where we really needed to kind of level up was to partner with those parents to have them understand what the assessments meant and to identify together skills that their child could work on. And then our teachers provided them with activities that they could reinforce those skills at home. The way that our school implemented Standard 3 to support student success was to host a teaming up night. We really wanted to get parents on the same page with us of where their child was scoring and what they needed to do to grow academically. Someone had mentioned to me that sometimes parents just don't understand what those scores meant. And maybe there was a child who was not doing well in reading, but parents came in thinking their child was a reader and they were on grade level. So really breaking down what those assessments meant, where their children were at each or with each skill, and then showing them the grade level expectation. And I'm not sure that parents always understand or know what the grade level expectations are. So I think going through those very specifically with parents was very eye-opening and did a lot to get teachers and parents on the same page with where the students need to be with their skills. In order to plan for this night, the idea came from our Student Success Family Engagement Team, which is a team of staff members that looks at areas and decides how we can improve. We decided that for family engagement, we've done a lot of welcoming activities, a lot of fun activities, but we really, really wanted to focus on academic success. So we decided that we would bring parents in and we would do classroom presentations. Our teachers prepared by analyzing their previous data and looking for trends and finding out just which foundational skills they felt like students needed the most work on. We wanted to provide an evening where teachers could present data and work with parents to understand the data and to write goals for their student. But we had to get them here. So two things that we did that I think were really instrumental and really helped. Our PTA provided dinner for everyone. It was a family dinner. Everyone got to pick a pizza. You picked your flavor. When you walked in the door, we had your box ready. We had our cafeteria and our outside decorated, and people sat and enjoyed dinner. I think it was great. They met other families from the school. So there was a little networking that took place. And some of the parents said, hey, this is great. I didn't have to worry about hurrying home, feeding my family, getting back to school. We came here and we enjoyed dinner as a family. So I think that was one barrier that is typically there that our PTA looked at and took care of. And the other is childcare. And it can be hard for families to come back to school in the evening because they have their children. So we hired a magician. We had some non-certified staff that supervised the kids during the magic show. The response was overwhelmingly positive. I had parents that were excited to learn how to help their student. They were excited to learn exactly what they are doing in the classroom. Everyone that I talked to said they could not wait till our next session. And in looking back on the surveys and the comments that parents wrote, again, overwhelmingly positive and thanking us for collaborating and bringing them in and working together as a team for their child. It's too early to know right now the academic results, but we'll be monitoring those specific skills. We have parent-teacher conferences coming up at the end of the month. And during those conferences, teachers will look at the goals that parents wrote for their children. They will have monitored that skill, and they'll be discussing their progress, how it's been going at home, and then working to extend that goal until our next teaming up night in January. The biggest thing that we did with Standard 3 was to realize that historically, it's kind of been a one-way street. We've provided information. We've provided tips. We provide newsletters. But we looked at Standard 3 differently this year, and it was really about partnering. Sometimes I think not just administrators, but teachers too start to think that maybe parents don't want to be involved, or that parents just don't care about their kids' education. And I think that's 100% false. I think that all parents do care about their child's education. I think there are barriers. I think they work. I think some families have their own challenges. But I think they really do care. And I think that every parent wants their child to be successful and do well.